What is up, everybody? Jordan here with the Deckbox, coming to you today with a simple channel update. That is really all this video is about. What I'm going to be doing is just kind of giving you some updates of what has, or some things that have happened with the channel just within the past week. All positive things, of course, and then kind of where we're going to be headed from there. Kind of what my plans are. I just want to give you guys the update. That way, you know what my intentions are for the future, and it kind of gives us a little perspective of where to go. So first, starting off just straight out of the gate, I started two new things this past week. First of all, I did start a Discord. This is for anyone that enjoys the channel, whether you sub to it or not. If you just enjoy the content, come hang out in the Discord. It's completely free. There's an invite on my Twitter, actually right here in the, I guess about section there, the Discord right at the top. That's the invite. It takes you straight there, and I mean, Discord, it's exactly what it says. It's just a place to hang out for people that all have kind of a love of the same thing, and in this case it's the Deckbox channel. So we have different channels in it, obviously just straight up general, where we all just chat. Right now we have a conversation going on about someone who had a league challenge today and how they did. Then we have a What's in Your Box channel. This is just if you've got a tournament coming up, or even if you're just playing at your local league, what are you playing currently? What's in your box? Then Deck Check. This is kind of like What's in Your Box, except it's a little bit further. You're asking for advice on your deck lists, and things like that. You know, get input from some of the other people in Discord, myself, some of the mods, things like that. And then we do have a content section. So the content section, I'll talk about it briefly here, but then I'll talk about it more when we get into our Patreon. This is for people to, for content creators to post some of their content straight onto the channel for other Discord members to see. And like I said, I'll talk about that a little bit more. And then stream battles, this is just simply for if you're watching the stream and I'm doing viewer battles, you can put your username in here, your IGN for PTCGO in here, say next, and you'll be queued up to face me in the stream. So the Discord is really just a cool place to hang out. I like getting a chance to talk with you guys, and I like doing it through the comments on YouTube. But more than that, I would like just simple conversation back and forth. You know, it doesn't always have to be about the content or even about Pokemon. It can be about any other things you enjoy. And there's certainly things I enjoy outside of Pokemon that if you guys enjoy, we'll be happy to chat about. And so yeah, like I said, the Discord's completely free. Come join it, check it out. Super fun. And of course, you get updates through here, like announcements and stuff. I've already announced a couple of the things that are coming up through here. Actually, this is the thumbnail for this video, posted on here, letting people know, hey, that this was coming. So the people on Discord had a little bit of a heads up, and so it'll be that way with all the videos. So that is our Discord. Then I also started a Patreon, and this is honestly something that I debated doing for a while, mainly because I understand I am not a huge channel, and I always saw Patreons as like, you got to be a huge channel, a bigger channel. But finally I was like, you know what, no, I'm going to do it because if people want to support the channel in a monetary fashion, this will be their way to do it. No pressure whatsoever to do it. It's really just a few things in here. The main one is just the $3 where you have early access to all the deck lists that I review in videos. So for example, while I'm recording this, there's actually a poll on my Twitter about which deck people want to see next. That one won't be released for like 2 or 3 days, but as soon as I find out which one wins that, the deck list will be posted to here, so patrons will have early access to that. It's $3 a month, and then of course any additional discussions that are had on here, that's just kind of what the Patreon's for. Again, it's for anyone who wants to monetarily support the channel. No pressure whatsoever to do that. Don't feel like there's any. And there may be things added to this in the future once there may be more to offer, or just depending on how I choose to take it. But that's the $3. And then moving back to the Discord, I mentioned the content channel here where other content creators can post their stuff. We do have then a content creator patron section right over here on the right hand side. This is for $10 a month. This tier is simply if you want to post in that content channel, you will have to be a $10 patron, excuse me. So it's kind of I guess a way, like I said, it's a way for people to advertise their stuff, so they're, you know, having to, I guess, pay a little bit to advertise that, but this is a way for them to be able to get their content out if they choose to do it that way, and would also like to support the channel. This way they can advertise to any one of the members in the Discord. So that is two things there. But then along with the Patreon, moving from there, something I want to do in the future, and again, this, I don't know when this will be, what the future looks like exactly, but in my mind, what I want eventually for the channel is for it to be big enough to potentially have swag. And so that would, you know, play mats, t-shirts, hats, whatever, you know, I can possibly think of. So something I've done for myself, and again, this is kind of how the channel is going. I want to advertise myself more, mainly at Pokemon events. I'm not a huge figure in the community quite yet. You know, like I said, smaller channel still. I'm wanting to grow it, and to me, one way to do that is just put my name wherever I can. So I went and got myself a new playmat with the logo on it. It's pretty neat. I really like it. I'm going to be using it at the World's Open. So this is my way of advertising to others to kind of get the channel's name out there, because otherwise most people won't know right out of the gate. So that's one way for me to do it. But eventually I want this to be something where I have the capital to be able to purchase a large quantity and potentially get some to you guys for those that would be interested in those. So that is a goal of mine, to make that happen eventually. And then there's also, I gotta hop over to my Twitter. Hopefully it's not too far down the line, but I also was able to put together a shirt. Here we go. A shirt for the deck box that I'm actually going to be, again, wearing at the Open, because this is another way to advertise the channel. So it just says what's in your box on the back side, and it's got the logo on the front. Pretty neat. Actually, I will be getting that tomorrow. So these are two things that I would love eventually for the deck box to be able to offer to its supporters, whether it's something that is through Patreon, where, you know, you do a certain tier, you get the shirt or you get the playmat or whatever, or just for people to purchase in the future. That's just, in my mind, kind of what I want to happen. But of course, that's going to take work. That's going to take me putting in the effort and the time to get more videos out, which kind of moves into the next thing. You know, recently I've been in school a lot. I'm still going to be in school. I actually start up school tomorrow. Again, a little bit lighter load this time around. My goal each week is potentially to put out 2 to 3 videos, depending on the length or the content, and really, quite frankly, depending on what's going on in Pokemon. I guess it was about a week and a half ago, we were able to put out a video just about every day in 1 week because we had just gotten a new set. That's going to happen, and as a YouTuber, we kind of have a slight disadvantage. I look at it this way, you know, where you have people that do podcasts, they can do it every week or every 2 weeks, and no one bats an eye. But YouTubers, it's like people expect something every other day or every day, whichever the case may be. They expect a lot of different videos, and that's totally fine. That's acceptable. But for me, I have to do it whenever there's true content for you guys. I'm not going to just put something out just because I have to fill a slot. I think that's a waste of your time. I think that's a waste of my time. You know, I could be spending that time working on advancing the channel in other ways, working on behind-the-scene deck lists to work or to post later on, as opposed to just slapping something together and getting it out to you. I could be working with other content creators. So that's just kind of, in my mind, where I want to go as far as the scheduling. I prefer 2 to 3 videos a week. That way there's time for me to have my personal life and my schooling and work and things like that, but also enough content for you guys. And with it being 2 to 3, the content should be much better. You know, I don't want to overwhelm myself or really overwhelm you guys' notifications with just video every day, and half the time it being some garbage that you don't even want to see. So just something to consider there. But like I said, the Discord and the Patreon, those are 2 very new things, and it might leave you wondering, like, okay, well, what happens to the Facebook page? What happens to Twitter? So Facebook, you know, we had this page. I still have it. I'm still going to use it. This will be more so, though, for, like, you know, if I put out a new video, obviously I'm going to post on here. Same as if I post it on Patreon or Discord. I'm going to post in all 3 sections so people can see it, or all 4 rather, including Twitter, so everyone can see it. I'm not gonna change that, and that's pretty much all I was doing in Facebook before. And then, of course, if there's any channel updates that I think everyone needs to know, we'll post it. But the Facebook page is going to take a back seat. I'd much rather prefer to, discuss things with you guys on the Discord or on Patreon or even on Twitter. I'll chat on there. I have no problem. But Facebook, I think, is just going to be for posting updates. So if you're on there and you get the notifications for the videos, great. Stay on there. Perfect. And then Twitter, obviously, I'm on Twitter constantly now. Never thought I would be, but I've kind of switched it over to be the Deck Box. It's all logoed up with that. Eventually, I think I'm going to change the username there to the Deck Box in some fashion. I'm going to wait though until I'm ready to update the intro and outro, because that is where that's posted and it'll have that name. So I'm going to wait for that. But this just kind of gives you an idea of where things are going. Everything is going to pretty much switch over to being labeled as the Deck Box. And now we're starting to get into some more media, such as Patreon and Discord. So I hope that kind of gives you guys an update of where the channel is going, what my intentions are. I'm going to still keep putting out competitive content as much as I can. And I'm always looking for suggestions from you guys, and that's why I would say hop into the Discord, hop onto Patreon, hit me up, let me know some suggestions. I hope this video maybe gives you just a little peek into what's going on. If the playmat or the t-shirt's something that you think is a cool idea, let me know. I've also looked at little mini backpacks for people to take to tournaments. I think that'd be really neat. And I actually have a hat on the way right now for myself. But that's going to be my way of advertising the channel, and maybe eventually you guys wouldn't mind doing that as well. So that's it for the update, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me for these few minutes just to kind of explain what's going on. As usual, please be sure to subscribe if you have not already. I'm going to be working on Sun and Moon format decks this week to kind of put out, because I understand Worlds is this upcoming week. At this point, people probably already have their decks figured out. So now we're going to start looking at those people who are looking beyond Worlds that maybe aren't going, or maybe would like to prep for further tournaments. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much, guys, for checking out this video. I've been Jordan with the Deck Box, where I want to know what's in your box. Have a great night.